Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Rebrand Everything. I'm going to be taking well-known company logos and redesigning them and giving them a new look and feel. Today we're going to be giving Tesco's a new look. They have a wide range of sub-brands as well, so we're going to take 3 of them and we're going to design it with them in mind, so showing how the sub-brand colours will work, how the font will work, and we've thought for the future. Tesco is already a well-known brand in the UK, so we're going to bear this in mind. Is if we create a logo with different fonts, different colours, and just a completely different style, it could make existing customers feel uncomfortable. We're going to start by sketching out some ideas. Let's do it. So I've got on my screen the 5 logos, one of them which is the main logo, one of them which is the logo with the strapline, every little helps, which we'll probably try and work into our one which is the Tesco's mobile, which is just one of the sub-brands, club card and bank. So right, first of all we're going to just start sketching out some ideas. First I was thinking about how we could modernise the existing shapes by sharpening up the corners and maybe changing the proportions a little bit. And perhaps filling them with the sub-brand colours to strengthen the sub-brand look. And then I was thinking about a completely different one where we could change the shapes, everything, just go crazy. And I was also thinking about how we could use them sub-brand colours in a different way, but maybe still has some sort of similarities to the old way, so it's still familiar to the customers. This is all drawn out in an app called GoodNotes on the iPad Pro. I like to do this first, just to spill the ideas out quickly. I set up the canvas with my notes and also the old logos already on there, just so I can easily compare to my new ones, and also I can do stuff like make swatches out of the colours, and I don't need to redraw the shapes, I can just grab them from the previous logos. And I just started trying to break down the existing logo into separate elements and then seeing if I could use any of them. I thought it was best to keep the colours similar, as the colour is so strong to their brand. I think it would be crazy to suddenly change it to green or something else. At this point I'm just literally throwing ideas at the page, just trying to get as many as possible and then find the ones which I think are worth developing. So start thinking about using an icon, as that could be nice. And also it's something else that will strengthen the sub-brands if we adapt the colours of that as well. It's just a little bit more presence. Yeah, at this point was just exploring options on how to show the sub-brand next to the icon. We got our little T icon with the rounded corners, which looks quite friendly and nice, I think. And then after that I was just looking at different ways of showing the actual sub-brand, like the hierarchy between the Tesco's logo and the actual sub-brand, which is important. And also of course developing the colours and making sure they all look good together and balanced. This one I thought it could work, so I developed it up over a few different variations. As you can see, mobile, bank and club card. You find that when you're creating one and you're developing it up, more ideas grow from that, because you might accidentally click something, or you just as you're moving it around it changes the shape and you think, oh that looks good, I'll use that. At this point I thought about modifying the text so that it had the rounded corners top left and bottom right, like the little slate icons that Tesco's already use. I thought that might be a nice tie-in, playing around with it, but it looked a little bit too much like a missile or a fish. These overlaid icons, just thought each individual brand might work better if it was just solidly one colour. This version is using a font called Intro, which looks quite nice even in italic. Here are the final options that we came up with today in this design session. My personal favourite is probably the one with the overlapping icons. I think that could work really well, and it doesn't look too far away from their existing brand, so I think it's good. Let me know what you think.